And we are live. Hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah. Hope y'all are doing all right. It's been a interesting start of the week for me, but today's been a bit better. So, there's that. And we're just going to continue on the same kind of docket that we've got. I'll kind of tell about my day, see how things have been. But what we're continuing on is more Chronicles of the Wolf. And still continuing with the PNG model. Once more, Sam the Silky did a wonderful job, so check him out if you want to go commission him or follow him on his socials. And yeah, that's kind of it. So last we left off on here, if I remember right, I gone through a good chunk of the game, and then I kind of ended up getting a tad lost in terms of where I was supposed to go next. So literally the only, because I have no upgrade that can let me swim underwater. So the only thing that I can think of, literally the only thing, is to just go and fight the wolf. So I'm going to go do that, and hopefully I don't die too many times. But to explain what happened on why I thought streams might not be a thing for the week that I had planned. So I got a call on Sunday from a family friend that my mom was in the hospital, and it was because she had fallen and was not able to move her legs very well. So the ambulance had gotten her, and she was taken to the hospital, and tests were done to try and figure out what was wrong, because, suddenly losing the ability to walk, or at least falling and not being able to get up, is not good. So they were doing tests, and they wanted to keep her overnight, and my dad and my brother were out of state at the time, so I drove all the way to my parents' house, which wasn't a far drive, but sudden. And then I stayed at my parents' house and looked over our dogs, and they were very happy to see me. Bonnie and Finn were both very nice and attentive and sat next to me a lot. And I mean, besides, figuring out what I was going to eat there, I also watched the live action One Piece second season, which was good. Very good, actually, like very well done. I just couldn't give it my full attention because I was worried about my mom. So yeah, besides that, I had stayed overnight, and then it was decided that I could go home, and then my dad and my brother would be home by the time that I'd be back. So I made it back to my place. My dad and my brother were then taking care of our dogs, and my mom's not entirely out of the woods yet, because she's still having troubles walking. This isn't like my dad's helping take care of things, so things are going okay on that front. It's just, it was scary to receive a sudden call of like, by the way, your mom's in the ER, and I'm like, what the fuck? So that's why on Blue Sky and on YouTube I posted what I posted. I thought that I would be away for the entire week looking after our dogs, which, they're they and my family are the priority. If I need to help my family, I'll go do that. It's just, I wasn't sure of what was happening, so that's why I didn't stream for a little bit. But I'm back now, and we're going to be continuing. I just wanted to at least preface on why it was so sudden that I had to take off from streaming for a little bit. But yeah, that was a very scary time. And as I said, she's not entirely better yet because of the because she's still, needing to be seen at the hospital, and they're still trying to figure out what's wrong because she's still having troubles walking and even getting up from seats. So they're trying to figure out what the issue is. And we don't entirely know. They transferred her to another hospital, so that they could perform better assessments. So yeah, so I spent the day today because all that was being handled, and my dad just told me, listen, we're handling it. Don't stress about it too much. Keep it in your mind, but go treat yourself today. And I did just that because, my dad and my mom and my brother would all be wanting me to not worry. So yeah, what I did today was I just kind of went out. I spent a little bit of time at home. I have a pretty full weekend away from work. So I went and got myself a coffee milk tea from a boba place that's a short distance from me that I enjoyed a lot. And then I went into a comic book store and picked myself up a few comics. And then after that, I just ate at a Brazilian kind of fusion restaurant. And honestly, I did kind of need that out, but I'm still keeping my ear to the ground about news for my mom and how things may be changing with that. My dad said he'll keep me in the loop, so yeah. And to those of you that have been very patient with me regarding, sudden stream cancellations and stuff, I really appreciate it. I really, really do. So I just wanted to give my reasonings as to why I had to take off when I did. So, yeah. All right, let's go beat up a wolf. All right, and we got ourselves a number of upgrades, equipment-wise. Oh, interesting. So if I get off the boat at all, she just stops. Okay. I have a feeling that killing the beast isn't going to be the end of the game, because I'm missing a swimming upgrade that I really desperately need. I'm just gonna skip these guys. Ah, shit. There we go. Yeah, and I'm over-leveled enough to where I'm basically killing these guys no problem. So I think I do need to do something different. So time to fight the wolf. Because let's see, 12,000 for my, or no, 11,000 for my next level up. So yeah, we're looking at a bit of a long haul here.
What are you in need of, my friend? Be well on your journey.
Be well on your journey.
No, I don't want the bomb. All right. So I guess besides One Piece, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened that was really exciting. So I'd also learned that apparently Castlevania Belmont's Curse is going to have some kind of update regarding, I hope a release window or date, but something for next month that will be Castlevania related that's got me excited because, you know, first new 2D Castlevania game of that style since Order of Ecclesia, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I don't know what to expect out of it. I hope good things, because the trailer looked amazing, but I saw that and I was like, ooh, new news on that front. The Steam Spring Sale is happening, but I am not going to be getting anything because, one, this little excursion to get some comics and a dinner was a little on the pricey side, but also I have recently gotten a new tattoo. I got a new tattoo as of the day of the stream yesterday. On, like, Wednesday, I got a new tattoo. And that session went fine. It actually went by faster than we initially thought it would be. Because the artist that worked on me, initially he cited like a 3-hour session for what I had, and while I don't doubt that, I'm glad that while I would have been okay with sitting for 3 hours while he worked on me, I'm glad it wasn't that long, because that also ended up making the whole situation a lot cheaper for me too. So yeah, it kind of worked out for everybody, and I'm glad I now have a new tattoo that's healing really well. Like, I can still feel it because it's still fresh, but it's not, it doesn't hurt. It just feels different. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a different feel. And I also happen to see that it's healing quite nicely too, which I really appreciate. Oh, right! One of the apostles of the wolf ended up being the innkeeper here, and we killed him, and he was a giant snail. I forgot about that. A lot happened a lot has happened that's made me forget things in this game. Oh boy. But yeah, all that to say, some nice silver linings happened while, you know, I had to take time to do work and look after my family and see what might change, if anything, because I'm, you know, it's important to be aware of what's going on that front, and also just in general for the world. Okay, we're gonna climb up this. Just need to get to where the wolf station is. Wolf station sounds like it'd be like a new metal radio station. What was the button again? Was it a... Hold on. There's a button where I got an air dash. What was it? That wasn't it. Crest of the Wolf. No. No. Shockwave. Air dash. That's what it was. Air dash. Charge attack. Fireball. Slide. Double jump. There we go. Triangle. That's what it was. Or top face button. I'm so used to having dashes like that be on a be on like the side face button. Not used to them being on a different face button than the right one. Like the rightmost, I mean. Okay. I probably should have in retrospect teleported, but oh well. Wow, I feel really dumb. I did not know you could break those. God damn it. Well, I know now. Okay, and we also did explore that lower section there. Turns out it had some stuff that was fairly useful to get, like health upgrades. Yeah, that's gonna be a while before I level up again. This game really gives you little in the way of level ups. Yeah, we killed a lot of extra bosses in here, and they truly were like extra to the point of probably just being upgraded enemies. Like we fought the Gravedigger, the big ghost head that was in the graveyard that could kill you in one hit. Did a lot. We did a lot except progress the game, but now I know like what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so it was like there, I think. Oh, we also watched that play. Had to grind a shit ton of money to get the tickets for it, but we watched all of the acts of the play that were here, and I was wondering like what the hell that would lead to, but apparently, like, I didn't look up specific details to keep myself free from spoilers, but apparently it has something to do with the final act of the game. So I just immediately when I saw that, I was like, well, I'm not gonna look any deeper into that. There we go. But yeah, besides besides One Piece, I haven't really done much in the way of watching any other things right now. I haven't even really read a whole lot lately because I've just been really busy. But hopefully, maybe I'll find some time to finally get through some stuff. Like, I'd love to read the comics that I got. So, when I was at the comic store, one of my objectives that I wanted to do was to find one of two things, if not both. I wanted to find some more webtoons that were given print versions, like your Suitor Armors and of Swamp and Sea. And I saw Lore Olympus, which doesn't surprise me. That series is really popular for a reason. And I saw Suitor Armor, but only the second volume, and I was like, God damn it. I really wanted to get that in print, which I can always buy it online, but I want to try and avoid buying online from Amazon if I could. I don't know if it's available on bookshop.org, but I should probably look that up. But I also wanted to take a look if this comic store had the Absolute DC line, which I imagine they would, but I wanted to know if I could get like the first volume or so. Because I don't like to get the issues because while they're thin, they just take up a lot of space after time prolongs. So I had decided to be like, okay, let's go find the first volumes of like one of the Absolute lines, ideally Wonder Woman or Martian Manhunter. So, or Batman, like one of those three. Because I hear those three in particular are like some of the top tier right now. And I just so happened to find Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, all the Absolute line, and I found volume 1s of each, and the store had a buy 3, get 1 free policy going on, so I was like, oh shit. So I bought Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and Batman, and I got Superman for free. So I will be checking those out because I hear this Absolute line from DC is considered some of its best stuff in a long, long time. Like, despite the cartoonishly huge Batman. Like, I hear in particular Martian Manhunter is, Absolute Martian Manhunter is one of the best things DC's put out in a long time. So, I'm not a comic reader, but I'm thinking this may be the line that I finally start my venture on, because I've been a manga and webtoons guy for a long while. And even then, when it comes to comic series, at most, I really have Invincible as my only other superhero thing, and Daredevil and Punisher. Like, I've got those two in, like, variables, but the problem that I have found with a lot of superhero comics, and this is something that I think is a big barrier for a lot of others, when you want to start from square one on a superhero, there are so many different alternate universes that span into hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of issues, and some of them end up requiring contexts from alternate universes that are from a completely different character line, and I'm like, God damn it, I would love to just start from square one on one of these heroes, because I'm familiar enough with DC properties. You know, I watched a lot of Batman and Superman, the animated series, Justice League, so I know of them, and Batman Beyond. I just want to find a straightforward, square one story, and it sounds like this Absolute line, on top of being genuinely well written, is just that. It's like straightforward stories of like, maybe it's the one character, maybe they cross over, but as far as I know, there's no multiverse stuff. So getting through that is going to be fun, interesting. I'm glad to finally start my journey on that. Fucking cool. But yeah, I've got like a number of Daredevil and Punisher comics on my shelf. I cracked them open and I got through some of them, but like, I'm also at the point where I don't want to really buy individual issues of a comic anymore, because as I said, those things can tend to be really short. I'd rather either get the volumes or compendiums of them. Actually, speaking of compendiums, so one other comic that I happened to get a collection for, well, not collection, but like I have the first 3 volumes of a comic called Monstrous, which is a dark fantasy type of comic that I haven't gotten to read yet, but I hear it's really good. And I was like, okay, I'll get to it at some point. I'll get, like, just the thing of like, oh, I'll get to it at some point. Oh, I'll get to it at some point. I go to this comic book store, and then I see in the back that they have a compendium of Monstrous that has the first 8 volumes. And I'm like, oh. And what I decided was this. I think I'm just going to read the first 3 volumes that I've got on my shelf. Whenever I get to that, it will be when I get to that. But if I like it enough after the first 3 issues, I will or first 3 volumes, I'll buy the compendium and probably like give the volumes away, because the compendiums are just essentially like, what if we took a whole bunch of the volumes and put it into one, like, you know those gigantic collector's edition Berserk books? It's like that. Compendiums are just those. Like, I have the first of the Invincible compendiums too. So I saw that and I was like, well, I don't know how I feel about dropping $65 on something that I haven't even read yet. I hear it's good, I just haven't read it yet. So I'm just gonna get on that at some point. It's just another thing to add onto my fucking reading backlog alongside all the other comics and books that I have on my fucking shelf right now. There's so much shit that I have yet to play or read or watch. Like Steel Ball Run, JoJo's Part 7 is out, and I'm like, damn it, I can't watch it because Netflix got rid of password sharing, and I'd have to go to my parents' house to watch it, or sail the 7 seas. God damn it, it just, aggravating. And let's see, there's also Invincible Season 4 is going to be coming out soon, but apparently you can password share with Amazon Prime Video, so I'm going to see if I can do that to watch it, because I really like the Invincible show. It's good. And I was actually, funnily enough, I was talking about Invincible with the tattoo artist while they were working on my back, and I just made a comment of being like, whoever picks the music for the Invincible TV series, they have fantastic music taste. Like, they have really good music taste of using 9 Inch Nails, and thanks to them, I discovered a couple artists that I never would have really listened to or heard of. So, yeah, whoever is the person that picks the insert songs is fucking baller taste. All right, let's keep going. It's like in the middle of the forest where we're supposed to go. Wait, did I pass it up? No, it's through here. That's the graveyard. Here it is. All right. Let's do this. There we go. Big damage immediately.
Fear nothing, brave knight.
Okay, doing well so far. Ow. Can't even jump over him. Also, ad break starting in 5 minutes. Heads up. Okay. How did I change between... Hold on. How the fuck did I change between the ghost helpers? Up and circle. 'Cause, 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 'cause Oh shit, that's the ailment cure. I'm dead. I forgot which one was which. Alright, let's try that again. Actually, should I buy more potions? I probably should. We were close, though.
Welcome, Monsieur. Do
Okay.
stay safe out there.
That should do it. So yeah, I feel like we kill the beast and then we do something. Because, like, the other thing about this game is there's multiple endings. That's the other thing I learned about when I looked this up, what the deal is with the play. And, I mean, I wish I didn't see that, but oh well. I now know there's multiple endings. Shrug. Yeah, as for the Brazilian fusion place that I went to eat, my god, that was really good. It was exactly what I needed. The dinner was not too heavy. I had this really nice burger, and I had an empanada as an appetizer, and that was very, very good. Had this pesto dipping sauce that you put on it, and it was just excellent. It was just a day out that I really, really needed. And what's even better is that so much of this stuff is within walking distance of my apartment, so for like a 20-minute walk, which gets me plenty of gets me a good amount of exercise, I can just go back and forth between like comic store, decent restaurants, and boba tea without having to use my car or use the parking meters, which I'm really, really thankful for. That is just the best. So, yeah, I'm glad to have had this day out because I really needed it. I just took my time getting up. I also made myself breakfast too, which was fine. Simple turkey sausage with eggs and toast and jam on said toast. Or I guess preserves, if I were to use the fancy term. All right, where are you, buddy? All right, do not be... Have the healer out. Oh, you have a shockwave attack. I did not know you had that. Huh? I could have swore I thought I had one that healed me. Alright, I guess not. Must have misremembered. Alright, halfway down. There we go. Oh my god, that's how much experience it was worth? Oh. What the fuck? Oh. Hey man, you good?
Well done. You're tougher than I thought. Do you remember me? I am Pierre Chastel. Jean Chastel, the owner of the Divers Inn, was my father. I never wanted to hurt anyone, but I was in the grip of evil. I didn't really realize what I was doing. My father and the other apostles were also in the grip of evil. What we did is unforgivable, and I fear that we will be damned in the afterlife. The evil that took possession of our souls lies in the depths of a diabolical castle. Nothing will be finished unless the source of this evil is annihilated. Go to the pedestal of the crest of the wolf, and the path to this castle will appear before you. May God have mercy on our souls. Farewell.
And now, if you'll pardon me, I'm going to go now and play.
Oh, I can't leave.
If you'll pardon me, I'm now going to play Deadlock. There's also a werewolf in that game, did you hear? People really like her.
I'm sorry, did I just level up again? How much experience was the beast worth? Alright, how's the music here? Hi? Alright, ads are starting, so BRB everybody. 3 minutes of ads, hour of no pre-rolls, hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do. And we're back, and for the Twitch side of things, oh boy, I just realized a fucking embarrassing error on my part. I had the category set to Unicorn Overlord for like the past half hour. Just goes to show people, like, you could be streaming for 10, like 5 or 1, 5, 10 years or so, and you can still make rookie errors. Like I've been streaming since 2018 or 2019, and I still make mistakes like this. Just oops. That is all I can say. Fucking oops. But it's corrected now. I noticed it, and yeah, it's fixed. Anyway, who's this ghost? Nothing? Okay. Ooh, hard rock. Okay, what are we looking at? Mist Castle. I don't want to... No, I'm not getting rid of my fucking cool spinny axe thing. Okay, you were the healer. Okay. My mistake. Oh, shit, these things are tanky. Oh. Alright, well, I guess that's that. So that's a shortcut to do. Please be a save point. Wonderful. I figured there'd be a save point right at the start. Much appreciated. Okay, so we were heading down to start, so let's keep going down. Oh, I'm poisoned. Alright, they really want me to have the Trigun. Trigun Trident. Sorry, I've been seeing a lot of Trigun on my Blue Sky timeline because of the new Trigun season. Which, I don't know. Part of me is extremely apprehensive regarding the new Trigun as far as watching it. Like, I haven't even watched the Stampede this season, because apparently, like, if the 1999 or 1998 series had some aspects of it that were different from the source material, or some parts of it were just a departure, it seems like Stampede and Stargazer especially were just more of a departure in terms of like some of the general tone, which I don't know. I'm always said, like, the source material isn't law when it comes to an adaptation of anything, but I can say for certain I didn't care. There's some aspects of Stampede and Stargazer that feels like it does so much of its own thing, but doesn't feel like Trigun. To me, at least. I don't know. Maybe if I watched it, I felt I could feel differently, but I don't know. I just... Something about it just makes me feel like it's not my thing. It might be my nostalgia for the original series talking. And actually, no, I know it's the nostalgia for the original series talking. It's just a little piece in my gut just says, like, I don't know, that series may look cool, but it may be just a bit too different. I don't know. Someday I'll give it a watch, but that's not going to be for a while because I've got, as I said, too many other things to watch or play, and I've still got a full-time job. So, yeah. Alright, what am I fighting? Oh, I'm fighting an orb. Ooh, this music, though. Ooh, that music, though. That was some good fucking music. Alright, how much experience is dropped by these guys? Okay, not a lot. I don't know how I got 2 level ups out of these enemies then, at the front. And yeah, I don't know. Like, there's just, I would feel the same way if it was even a series that was more modern, you know? So, I don't know. It's, someday I'll give Trigun Stampede and Stargaze a watch, because they seem to be well-liked for a reason. Like, they're well-liked for a reason, I imagine, but I just have this, I have too much nostalgia for the original series, and it's making me go like, do I, you know? Holy shit, that's a fuck ton of damage. Is there, like, is it light resistance that I would need for this? No, it's just general defense. Increase attack. Let's increase defense. I don't know how much of a difference that'll make, but we'll see. Could also do with, like, that, because considering how much damage that does, I think might be a DPS check. Jesus Christ, okay. Maybe that's not the way to go. Did I have... I don't think I did. We'll check real quick. Because that just led to a hallway that I need to flip a switch for. And this one... Yeah, silver key. So I definitely need to fight that boss. Alright. Also gonna go ahead and just probably grind up some orbs. Oh wait, I'm stupid. There's a fucking thing on the other side of here. Ooh, cake. I always love that somehow in games cakes just end up being the thing that raises 4 queens must rest here. Never mind. That cakes and sweets end up being some of the highest healing items, because, you know, truth be told, cakes are not usually what one would have in the midst of a gothic adventure while you're killing vampires. So, the idea of like, oh, I have a big gash on my chest that I need to heal up. Oh God, what do I do? Strawberry shortcake, I guess. Or maybe like a donut or something. I hope there's a shop in here that I could end up using, because I really could use more potions after that beast fight. Alright, well, we've gotten a good amount of orbs to use, and I think I should be able to take care of this no problem. Save game. Like this. Okay. I thought, like, what if, you know, what if that happened? But no, didn't think so. I'm gonna try something. Hold on. Nope, didn't think so. I have to come at that from the other side of... Yeah. How is my experience? Yeah, I didn't think so. Actually, it's jumping up faster than I expected. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try leveling up again and seeing how much of a difference that'll make. Okay, the skeletons are worth way more than the spiders, at least. That's something. Fusil de chasse. Is that the gun that I just got? Yes. How is the... Nope. Didn't think so. The claymore does more than the bastard sword. That's actually good to know. It's slower, but I'll take that. And plus, it comes in an arc, so I don't have to crouch to attack snakes or frogs anymore. Okay, about 1,000 more, and then I'm good. All right. There we go. Get a full refill, too. I just went for the wrong. No, that was a wash. That was a bad attempt. I completely hit the wrong input there to... Yeah. I delayed too long on that one. That is so much health that this thing's got. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, there isn't really any other kind of stat to resist, so I really hope this doesn't end up being like a, oh, you gotta really level up again to do that, because that would suck. Because there's no teleport room, I'd have to walk all the way back to the village to get health potions and then come all the way back here. Ugh, I think that's the sacrifice I'll have to do, because it's not like I'm fighting the beast again. So I guess we're doing a small shopping excursion. Yippee! We're gonna afford stuff though, so that's nice. What is her deal?
Now, what in the same hell is her deal?
So that's 25,000. It's a lot of experience you get from these enemies. Alright. Go back to the village, get potions, and then we'll come back. Oh, wait, I remember the guy over in the other town. Shit, really, the other transport room is that far okay. I have to go so far back just to transport back there.
What can I help you with?
Because I just remembered there was a guy that I could talk to after I killed the beast.
I hope to see you again.
And he'd be like, hey, talk to me after you do it. So, looks like I gotta... it's a long way to travel back to just use the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to. This is a shorter route. Or at least the least annoying. I completely forgot about that. As I said, like, usually between streams, it's like a week or so between streams, and longer if I alternate, and if it's like 1 day a week that I tend to do them, so... You know, I'm sorry if I forget things. Genuinely, it's not because I don't like the games, it's because I have so much shit going on that I just don't have the real mental capacity to try and memorize everything outside of the controls at points. I'll remember some major story bits, but but NPC dialogue, yeah, I'm kind of picky and my brain is very picky and choosy with that. It happens, you know. Sometimes, like, you don't play a game for a while and you forget what you're doing. Especially if it's one of those especially if it's an older style game that is like more guide game structured. I talked about this before, but I've got Breath of Fire 2 on the Game Boy Advanced, and I had dropped it. Well, not dropped it, but I had like taken a bit of a break from playing it for some reason. I don't fucking remember exactly what it was, but I had put it down for a while, and I could not tell you what I was supposed to be doing as far as my next objective. It just slipped my mind. I was very lost, and there wasn't anything like a party talk feature that would help me, so I just decided, screw it. I think I was early enough in the game where I could just start over and not be too set back in terms of progress, because that's one of those games where I feel like a walkthrough is more or less necessary. If you're like looking to figure out what locations to go to, because, you know, that's from the era when games came with little guides or manuals on where you're supposed to go. So, yeah. All that to say, yeah, sometimes some details will just elude me when I'm playing a game for stream or even on my own, and I just don't remember some stuff, and I'd be like, wait a second, who's who, what's what, why is this NPC talking about something, or forgetting an important NPC that would make something a lot easier. It'll happen with anything. So we were gonna go, yeah, down there and teleport back to the fancy town that had the theater. Was it this building? No, it was the next one. Or no, it was just outside of the town. Christ, I am really bad about mixing up my buttons when it comes to dashes and games. I don't remember this game lets you change the button controls. I don't think it does. Okay, it was this town. And there was a dude with a dog, I think. And he was like, "Come to me when you've slain the beast. I'll let you into my cool stamp collecting club. I've got one here that looks like Charlie Brown from the Peanuts." You defeated the beast? That's incredible. It is unfortunate, however, that the other monsters invading this region still remain. But I'm a man of my word, and I will give you my rifle. I hope you will make good use of my weapon. That's it? Okay, I have not really liked how guns control in this game. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of damage, but I don't know how good that'll be against the light boss. Guess we'll have to see. Like, guns in Metroidvanias have tended to be very slow for me, because a lot of times they have to have a whole wind-up animation to even do anything. Like, for instance, actually, I want to go to the Darn's Forest, and did I buy a bunch of health potions? I did. Alright, so we at least have another decent shot at trying that. Oh wait, I just went to the first one. Oh well. We're just gonna take the way back that I... Yeah, the guns also don't multi-hit enemies. No, I don't like that. It's good against... considering the boss that I'm going to be up against, I guess I'll try it. It's just...
I haven't really liked guns in this game very much. They're a little too
Slow on the reload too for me. Sorry for the yawn. I did a lot of walking today. Because, yeah, as I said, the places that I went to today had, were like a 20-minute walk from my apartment, so... And I also did an embarrassing back and forth. So, I mentioned that one of my places that I wanted to go visit was the comic book store so that I could, you know, pick up some comics and see what they might have on the docket. And, when I got there, I had the idea of like, oh, I remember hearing from my Pathfinder GM that they did like trade-ins and resells of comics. Like if you brought comics and or cards or what have you, you could trade them into them. I'm gonna go back to my apartment by walking and grabbing some things that I don't really want to keep anymore. Because I mentioned Monstrous earlier. I happen to have 2 copies of the first volume, which is a bit of an oopsie on my part. I forgot that I already had the first volume, and I bought the first volume again, along with volumes 2 and 3 from different occasions. So I wanted to get rid of that, get rid of this, get rid of some manga that I don't really want anymore, or not really not want, but more like don't need physically, and also I also wanted to give away, or I wanted to not have this comic book selling guide thing, which looks very complicated, and if I'm ever going to sell comics or get rid of them in any capacity, I don't tend to really care like how much I get out of it, because if I'm gonna be wanting something gone from my place, like, it could be $5, it could be $50. If it's not in my space anymore because I don't really need it, then, you know, I'm not gonna be, you know, butthurt about losing that. Like, I'm really not. So, I wanted to do that, but then I got to the store after I walked from there to my apartment, then back, and they told me, oh, we don't do that anymore, because, they were running out of room for all of the stuff that they were receiving from people, and most of the stuff that they ended up receiving from people was things that other people didn't want to buy. And I'm like, oh, I mean, that makes sense. It's just, you know, I wish I knew about that before I walked a bunch over to my apartment, but oh well, it's the exercise that I got out at least. So I still have all that stuff, but I did buy the comics that I wanted, because, you know, I've been meaning to get to those for a while. Oh man, sorry I'm yawning, I'm just... The tire just hit me. The tiring. Yeah, because, I mean, I appreciate them doing that, at least because their store is not that large, because all of those shovelware comics, if I was going to give them any kind of term, would have genuinely taken up too much of their store's real estate. But also, as I said, if it's mostly going to be, it would mostly be comic book shovelware. It'd be things that, you know, people didn't want for a reason, and people probably didn't want to pick up for the same reason. In the same way, like, anytime you ever go to a retro game store, you're bound to, you know, you'll see the occasional gems of like, oh, I see Skies of Arcadia, oh, I see, like, Dragon Quest VII on the PlayStation 1, but then you'll have stuff like, oh, it's, fucking... It's like a movie tie-in game of Hoodwinked, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, I get why. They want to avoid that shovelware problem. And storing games is a lot easier than storing comics because of the sheer amount of printed stuff. You're probably going to end up, like, having a lot of samey stuff that'll take up your shelf space. So, yeah. So I don't really, I cannot begrudge them for not wanting to sell or buy stuff from people anymore. And it's not like that's the only store out there that I can sell my stuff at. There's other stores. That one is the most convenient. Would have been the most convenient for me because, as I said, 20-minute walk away. But as I said, it wasn't an entirely negative experience. I came out of it with some of the absolute DC line, so I'll be excited to get to those when I can. I just need to also finish this Vinland Saga Book 14 that has been staring at me on my desk. That's like, how far am I in this thing? Like 40% through it. I'm 40% through it. And I don't know how much more. I know the series is done. I know Vinland Saga's like finished, but I don't know how many more of these books are going to be made before it's, done being officially printed. And I'm going to be sad when I get to that finale, because Vinland Saga's been a mainstay in my life for over a decade. So knowing it's over now is just sad, but in like a bittersweet way, being like, oh, I'm sad to see it go, but I'm glad that I got to experience a series like this that is just fantastic on so many levels, with fantastic themes, great characters, genuinely accurate historical research into Vikings and their culture, and using said history and culture to further explore the themes that the author wanted to put in. And I'm like, shit, this is good. Like, please go watch or read Vinland Saga. It's fantastic. You cannot go wrong with checking it out. Oh, Chad, I think I really hate the guns. Oh, you just lose so much range of attack, too. I'll try it, but I'm really apprehensive on how this may go. If it turns out to not be good, then yeah, that really was not worth it. Like, damage booster, no. Because you're kind of beholden to the hitbox of the bullet, which isn't ideal. Oh my god. Alright, how's my... yeah. It's gonna be a minute before I level up again. And this thing's got okay firing speed. It's too restrictive. It's too restrictive in how you attack.
Can you save me?
Can you save me? Please, help me, stepbro. I'm stuck inside of this weird boss room. Oh god, what if there was ever a Metroidvania that genuinely had that kind of dialogue? Like, what if a boss fight actually had that type of dialogue? Like a succubus or something that was a boss fight and they were like, help me, step protagonist. I'm stuck in this boss arena. You have to help me. That'd be pretty funny. Alright. 22,000. If I had a sword, I'd get through that faster. I'm just, yeah. I'll try the boss fight with the gun. I'm just not expecting a whole lot. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am not going to be using that thing. Yeah. This thing takes so much hits. Because, like, the other hallway doesn't have anything. That one hallway has the... This one hallway just has that switch with the... no. Change back to the claymore. Fuck that gun. Because that has a key that I can't get to. Yeah. And I think maybe having the invincibility frames with my mana potions is better than the strength. Because at the very least I live longer. Changing back to the invincibility frames guy, and I'll also take off... Oh, the tiger ring's been on. Okay. I think the other thing is that it's been warm lately, too. Like, the weather this week is supposed to be, like, alternating between the 60s and 70s, and it's making me groggy. Like, not the worst problem in the world to have, but... Oy, it's... All these yawns is gonna make me really sleepy. Eepy. Yeah, I think if I just alternate in this hallway and get another level up, I should hopefully feel a bit better about this attempt. It's just gonna be ramming my head against the wall on this one. Oh, I actually discovered another game a little bit ago that I'd want to look at for a demo day. It was something that I just ran across on my YouTube For You page, because something that's been recommended to me a lot is like game trailers and indie games, Indie Game Hub, like stuff like that. And one of the games that they featured was this game called Calx, or Calx, C-A-L-X, and it's a action-adventure game, 3D action-adventure game that gave me such strong Hyper Light Drifter vibes, which is really something, and I'm really hoping to play it because learning what I did about how much of a shit show Hyper Light Breaker was, I'm like, oh man, it would suck. That sucks because I'd love to have a 3D Hyper Light Drifter-esque type of thing, and then this comes along and I'm like, oh, well, looks like my Christmas came early, so... Yeah, I plan on giving that demo a try the next time that I do a demo day stream, which, since I have some extra days to actually do more streams with, I think I'll do another demo day stream, like another 4-game style demo day stream, just to have a special feature since I've got some time away from work. So, expect that in the future. I don't know what day I'll have it be on, but I'll let y'all know on Blue Sky, so again, follow my socials. Oh my god. Alright, leveled up again. So it's increasing by 5,000 each time.
Please, I need you.
Second, that's it. Oh, it was right there. Okay, so I just really need to spam everything that I've got. But it's possible. It's possible. It's just, you know, a lot. Re-equip that. Need to level up again. And I think leveling up did actually help me there. It's just, this is just such a spike with enemy damage that we're going through. Like, I get it, you know, you want the players to feel immediately vulnerable again after, like, I've been leveling up enough to where everything just does 1 damage to me, but goddamn, like, this is a lot. I'm just checking for breakable walls. There's none. Cool. Okay. I think maybe like a couple rounds of that'll get me another level, and then I'll save so I don't have to go through that again, because the worst thing you could ever do in any kind of RPG is like, oh, you leveled up like 5 times after your last time you saved, died to a boss, then you realize, ah, fuck, I gotta grind all 5 of those levels again. As a SMT player, or someone that played SMT5, that is a very hyper-specific kind of pain to go through. Oh, speaking of Shin Megami Tensei, so at this comic book store, they also sell, like, some Gunpla and figures as well, like in their basement section, so I got curious and just kind of checked down there to see if there's anything that I'd like, and I did see a Figma of Pixie from Shin Megami Tensei, which, you know, I'll admit would be really cool to have on my shelf, but 1, I already decided on what I wanted to get at that time, and 2, if I were going to pick an SMT5, or not just SMT monster or demon to have on my shelf as a figure or a Figma, Pixie wouldn't be my first pick. She'd be up there, like probably 3 choices to go through because she's very iconic, but I would want to get Jack Frost or Fafnir. One of those 2. Or Jack-o'-lantern. Like, the list of SMT demons that I would want to get figures or Figmas or Nendoroids of would be as follows. Like, for top 5. Jack-o'-lantern. One of the Mitamas. Yeah, Jack-o'-lantern, Mitama, Jack-o'-lantern, like one of just the regular Mitamas. So, one of the Mitamas, Jack-o'-lantern, Pixie, Jack Frost, and Fafnir. I would get, like, those are my top 5 of SMT demons that I'd want to get merch of. Like Jack Frost, because Jack Frost basically kind of is Atlas's, or SMT's mascot, because it's such a perfect design. And Fafnir is just one of the sickest fucking designs I've ever seen. Like, I still to this day think, like, how the fuck do you think Norse dragon and come up with something like Fafnir in this? Just how? It's so cool. Jack-o'-lantern for the same reason as Jack Frost. I just like that little guy. And Pixie, she's iconic in her own way. So, yeah. Spam.
Fear nothing, great knight. Fear nothing, great knight.
There we go. Okay. Did I have to spam a bunch of stuff? Yes, but I won. And I got the silver key. That's all that matters. I don't know if there's a shop in here that I can use because, yeah, that kind of cleaned me out. I don't know if there was a different method to that fight that would have made it a lot better, but, I mean, I won. And I can get another level up pretty soon. So I think I might end up getting a lot of mileage out of the invincibility frames power. Hidden wall? No. What is this? Spiked Warhammer. Oh, am I gonna have to do exploration based on weapons now? How's this? Ooh, that's heavy. What the fuck? Left, half Hall of the Cursed Arms, right, castle entrance. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, this music. What the heck? Oh, that must be one of the statues for that other door. I fucking thought so. Thought one of these ought to contain an armor or a hidden wall. Is that it? All right. I, whom a great lover of weapons, was so happy to discover this section of the castle. Out of the thousands of items, I chose a sword which looked particularly sharp and a shiny set of armor. Once in my hand, the sword no longer cut anything, and the armor offered no more resistance than a sheet of paper. My father burst out laughing. He explained to me that all of the weapons and armor in this section were cursed. They are deadly, but useless once in our possession. What a pity. Anatole de Galais, I think is how you pronounce that. I might have butchered that horribly. Ah, I see a trap of the room. Damn it. Okay, there's a slight delay there. Come on. Alright, I'll just skip him. Fuck it. Oh, I can destroy the bolts. Oh. There we go. Alright, where the fuck am I? Also, ad break starting in about 5 minutes. Heads up. Okay, so I come down. Oh. Alright, I'll take that, I guess. So I come down here from somewhere. Interesting. Let's go down first. I want to see what's in the lower areas. Actually, wait, this looks like a boss room. Can I not get back up? What is this way? Blue, okay. Release the potion. Oh, okay, so that takes me back to where that potion was located. Ugh. Some of these death rattles are good, but they're not as good as E-Ooh from Bloodstained. Nothing will ever top that. Great potion. Oh. I see. Still further down to go on this, so let's go down. That looks important. Please, somewhere be a save room. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Okay. Oh my God, I did not like that noise. Oh, that sounded like really bad TV static. Ugh. Oh, I did not like that noise at all. I think what happened was, like, a sound glitch must have happened. That looks like, okay, that is for certain a boss arena. I'm holding off on that for now. I don't suspect that I'll be in the finale of this game. Like, unless, I don't know, I can somehow really get my ass through everything, but I doubt it. Save. What's this? A friend of mine found a magnificent axe, but when he tried to brandish it, he died instantly. I was upset. Weapons here are normally usable, and yet this axe killed its owner. I'm going to hide it in the helmet of the giant armor. Anatole de Galias. Oh, Galais? I don't know how to fucking pronounce that name. So, an axe hidden in the giant armor. I feel like all these will lead to something, and I don't know what. If I bring all the cursed weapons, maybe something will happen, but it was sword and armor at the start of the area. Death axe, okay. Sword and armor, where would that be? Combo's texted me about Steel Ball Run. Apparently, the first episode's like 43 or so minutes long. That is wild to me. I mean, it makes sense. That's been a pretty anticipated thing for a lot of people, because people really wanted Steel Ball Run to be good after Part 6 really dropped the ball in terms of how it was, handled. And I mean, I'd concur. If something I was really looking forward to dropped the ball really badly in terms of how the adaptation went, I'd be pissed too. I wouldn't be very happy. I would not be happy. Really? Why does... That doesn't hurt? All right, well, ads are starting. So, BRB, everybody. 3 minutes of ads, hour of no pre-rolls. Stretch, do whatever you need to do. All right, we are back. I've been getting really invested in the game, so I've been not paying close enough attention to my ad breaks. Oops. All right, so we're going to go double check on that entry about the sword and armor to see what all can be said there. Actually, what is the... I'm curious. Oh, it's not equipable. It's a key item. No, it is equipable. What's the damage on this thing? Oh, that is an 80 damage boost. Except it'll kill me. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. All right. Great lover of weapons, was so happy to discover this section of the castle. Out of the thousands of items, I chose a sword which looked particularly sharp and shiny set of armor. A sheet of paper. Father burst out laughing. He explained to me, what a pity. Okay. I guess... Alright, I guess maybe there wasn't a clue for the sword and armor. I feel like those weapons are significant for something, aside from just being cursed weapons with drawbacks. That is really dumb that the crossbow bolts don't do anything to them, because I think that's like... I could have swore at some point earlier in the game we encountered a room where you could damage the enemies with the traps or environmental hazards in it. Okay. What's in here? Oh. Underground jail. I don't want to go to a new area quite yet. Oh. Free the queen. Oh. I was like... somewhere. Also, there was a room there that I missed. But free the queen, that was like... I think that was just down there. Right? Yeah, that was for the axe. No, it's not. Wait, where was the queen again? There's a queen that was here. I think it might have been way earlier. That's really funny that this hammer's got a shockwave to it. Like, it's actually not bad. Like, look, see very briefly where that shockwave goes? Like, that has a hitbox. So it's got a good amount of range to it. That's wild that the game lets me have that. Okay, yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, it was this room, I want to say. No, it was a room above. Right, because that was a hidden room. I'm dumb. Wait a second. Really? That felt like it had some significance to it. There we are. Got the green. We're at 36,000. Okay. There. And let's see. We got the Green Queen. We can't go up those death platforms, so I'm gonna try and get to that tiny room that's way up there, and then we'll go for the boss. And this Chronicles of the Wolf stream will be a bit longer than how I've normally been doing this game, since, as I said, I've got more time off of work. It's because it's like, I took a day off for today because I really did need the day off, but also I have a holiday weekend, so yippee for more days off. Like, I don't hate my job, but it is nice to have these extra days on a weekend when, you know, you can get them. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, you know what I haven't done? Hold on. I need to do my own dice roll redeem. How do I do? Okay, 13's not bad. I don't know quite yet how to add, like, prefacing statements onto this redeem to be like, rolled a 13, good roll. Rolled a natural 20, nice. Rolled a natural 1, oof. You know, stuff like that. I just haven't... I don't know how to quite do that yet, so I need to figure out how to implement like an if statement, if or else, or if then. No, it'd be if else. It's something that I'd likely be doing and mix it up. I just need to figure out how to do it is the thing. Okay, no, it does not look like I'll be able to reach that. All right, boss room it is. What the hell broke? What did I break? Oh, this thing. Wait a second. Holy shit, this is a big drop. I have an idea. What if... Holy shit. Nah, I was like, oh, never mind. I was about to be like, oh, what if I equipped the axe and had it in front of the Grim Reaper statue? Maybe something cool would drop. No. Or what if I used it? No. No, 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 no. That's an immediate no from me. Jesus Christ, no. Okay, also, I did not mean to equip the claymore again. Where's the hammer? how's the 37,000? If I just go back and forth in this hallway, I could probably get the full level up. Never mind, I don't think I'm gonna get it because that's a slow go on this, so I guess we'll just go into the boss fight. That's so strange though. With how significant, I guess probably because there's more than one death statue there. Alright, what am I fighting? Oh my god! That is disturbing. I love it. Oh, it's like the dirty bubble. I don't think that's the intention, but I love them. He's so funny looking. Like disturbing and weird and funny. I like him. All right, we're gonna go do some leveling up in this hallway because these knight armors tend to drop a lot of experience. Because I think genuinely it is just I needed to be able to do more damage. All right, yeah. There we go. All right. We're gonna go save so that we don't have to do all that again. Actually, wait, hold on. With the skulls on all of those platforms, and I saved, and there's no enemies in there as far as I saw. I'm curious about something. Does something change if I equip this thing? Magnificent axe. And the axe thing is just outside of here. Where's the significance of that? So nothing with it, unless I have to hit the platform? Or I might be overthinking it. Chances are I'm probably overthinking it, but oh well. Nope, didn't think so. Okay, worth a try. I gotta go back down here again. So yeah, this is this game's answer to Grand Falloon from pretty much all of the other Castlevania games. Or Legion, as it's also called.
Beam of invincibility.
I'm cornered. I could not get out of there. Okay, that's really dumb. I mean, I guess it's my own fault for getting cornered, but... yeah, alright. I've got 40 orbs. I should probably just go ahead and spam my ultimate attack. Get some of that good damage. Shit. $40,000. I should level up, I guess, by the end of that boss fight if I win this time. We'll see.
Fear nothing, brave knight.
Okay. I did not make the jump. That is probably a lot easier than the orb fight, though, because the orb fight I was doing, like, not a whole lot of damage to start with. I do have the sub-weapon, too, which would be good.
No enemy shall touch you.
There we go. Kaboom. I didn't level up from that? Really? What's this? Really? What do I get from here? Underground jail hall. Oh, so there's 2 different entrances. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, this track. Ooh. Invincibility. Oh, I could have used that earlier. Ooh, I like this track. This is a vibe. Oh, come on. Damn it. Okay.
I'll heal you.
Use that heal. It's a free heal. May as well. I mean, I have only that one potion left, so I'm gonna keep it. Wait a second. Nope. Okay. Figured that'd be like a perfect spot for a hidden wall, but I guess not. Don't I have an antidote? Yes. Okay. Yeah, we are going to be slow on progress for this next level up. I don't even know where the fuck I'm... Kind of interesting that this leads to the I guess this underground jail must be really huge if there were 2 different entrances to it. Now what in the hell? Alright. We got fucking tendril doors. Actually, I have a question regarding weird barred entrances in video games. What is the dumbest reason you've ever seen in a game to why you couldn't... What in the shit? Oh, you hurt. Please heal me. Please, 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 please. I'm low on health, please. I'm just waiting for the mana to go up.
Beam of invincibility.
Oh, I forgot I changed it back to invincibility. Oops. I'm dead. I don't even find the fucking save point in this area. You know what's weird? I still have yet to find the water walking boots, because I remember it's because like I'm just shy of some form of getting up to the taxidermy's like big... Wait. Oh, I have to fight the... Oh, I have to fight the armor again. Okay. again, this is harkening back to an older era of games where autosaves don't exist, so once I kill this guy again, I gotta save pretty much immediately. Okay. I might need to look up where to get the water walking boots, or how to get them, because I have the double jump. It's just the taxidermy office rope that I'm supposed to climb up to get to it is just like, it's like a pixel shy of me being able to get it. So
Fear nothing, brave knight.
wait, what the fuck? Oh, I must have climbed up the... Oh, it just tickled my toe. It tickled my toe and it got me. Yeah, I'd really love a teleport room so I could at least go back to the town and get more potions, because I doubt there's a shop here I can use. Yeah, I'm gonna look up how I can get those water walking boots if I can, because I've got a double jump, so in theory I should be able to get those. Because, okay, so what I'm talking about is this. Earlier in the game, or at least the last time that I streamed this, a character was alluding to the fact that the guy that was in the taxidermy office, so the boss fight that turned into a giant bee, he apparently somehow was able to walk on water. And I remember that in the taxidermy map, there was one room that I couldn't get to because I didn't have an extra high jump to be able to climb up the rope. I have the double jump now, but for some reason, when I got there, it was just a pixel off for me to be able to climb it. I don't know if I'm hitting it at a wrong angle because, again, with a game like this being made in an older engine, there's likely some pixel-perfect jumps you have to make in order to get through certain spots. So I'm just wondering if that might be what the situation is there. So yeah, we'll see.
No enemy shall touch you.
There. All right. Get that done. I go back? Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna try that other entrance to the underground jail. Because maybe that one has the save room for this area. Or for that entire spot, because I would really like that. Actually, you know what? Maybe I get an upgrade here that... No, because the guy that ended up being the beast alluded to us that, like, the evil that is the source of everything was in this castle. So I'm maybe next ad break I'll actually look up where I'm supposed to get those water walking boots, because I mean, it's not swimming, but it's at least, it's not continuous underwater breathing, but it's at least going to be some way to continue on some parts of the map that are bugging the shit out of me. Like, there's a whole section down there that I haven't even seen, and it's that entire area to the right, some of the area on the bottom there because it's a lakeside. The swamp has also got some areas that are underwater too. Like, I've not gotten any kind of water-based upgrades at all in this game, and I'm kind of wondering what the deal is on that front. So I don't know if I get it here and then I can leave, because there's no teleport room yet, so I don't know if I would be able to get to leave anywhere. Through here. Underground jail. Try from this angle. God, if it really reaches all the way through the... God, that's a big fucking spot. High mind, okay. Nothing there, okay. Nothing there, okay. Worth a try. This is good music, though. I really like this area's music. What the hell? Okay. Don't know what a lion head with a... Huh? Okay. Cool, I guess? The hitbox is tiny on that attack. What the fuck is the purpose of that lion? Oh, underground jail central lift? Okay. So I guess I have to come back to that later. Okay, so those are blocked. And is that just blocked down here? Yep. Okay. Disengage. Alright, so I can't do anything with that. Cool. So it really was the area through the boss room that was the progress point. Okay. Well, it was worth taking a look at least. I like the screen, though. This is a cool screen. Alright, so we're... I'm feeling something about that room. I think I can reach it. I just need to really position myself on that one. Hold on. There we go. I'm gonna try something. Nope. Or maybe... Hold on. I have an idea. I may have an idea that might work. Nope, that just drops only that thing. Okay. What I was thinking is if I could find some means of pausing myself in midair, fall forward a bit, dash, then double jump, I can shimmy my way up to that spot. I don't know if it'll work, but it's worth a try. Just need to get more orbs to do that. Hold on. Yeah, Combo's telling me that part 7's a really strong start, which, you know what? Glad to see that. Again, good to see that Steel Ball run is going to be more or less helping along with the whole situation on that, so JoJo's can continue to live on JoJo's Fridays, or JoJo's Thursdays, I guess. Actually, I don't know if the whole series is going to be out, or if it's just like... What the fuck is the deal with this? Anyway, yeah, sometime I'll probably get the Steel Ball run. I arrive at some things late because I do not have the immediate access to some streaming service stuff. Because that's money that I could use for groceries or gas. That's why at some point, a job change I'm going to try and hopefully invoke that in my future, because while my job that I currently have isn't awful, I am kind of scraping by, as it were. So, I'm not doing terribly. It's just, that's why I'm still kind of looking around. And a lot of my coworkers are kind of going through the same situation of wanting to look around because, we could use at least a couple bucks more on our paychecks, but we aren't really getting that. So, oh well. Oh, come on. All right, I think I'm missing something that'll let me get over there. That was my closest yet. change to the healer. Can I not get healed? Please heal me.
Process of
There we go.
regeneration.
I was about to turn into like first version Overwatch Genji. I need healing. I'm wondering, maybe I do the charge attack after I dash. Pop, no, because the charge up is going to take a while. I feel like I can do it. I just have to figure out how to boost myself around a little bit. Oh, I was right there. Oh, come on. Oh, we're almost on it. I can tell. I just need to get more orbs again and try it. There we go. All right, we got 10 again. Or maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I just need to just double jump and dash. All right. Now. Nope. We give one more go on this, and then we'll go back to the underground jail. Sorry I'm spending so much time on this. It's just that is going to bother the shit out of me, and I genuinely don't know of any other movement upgrades that I might be missing to get me up there. Or get me into that room, the taxidermy off it. Like, I have no idea. No. All right, we're going back down. Worth a try. I just genuinely have no idea I'm supposed to get through to that unless I get some kind of boost to my air dash, which that'd be lovely, but that wouldn't help me with the taxidermy office. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright. Thank God I don't have to fight that thing again. Like, it wasn't an awful fight, just, you know, you you could really get cornered easily in this. Alright. Grab this health upgrade. Underground jail. And that upper passage had a rope that I couldn't reach either, so I'm gonna, because it's the same problem. I just don't know if it's a rope I couldn't reach because I'm missing an upgrade, or if it's just a perfect jump that I need to do. You got a level up at least, so that's a plus. Oh, come on. I'm so confused. I don't even have a wall jump to try on. I have no idea. I genuinely have no clue. Because that's the same problem I ran into in the taxidermy spot. Like, I'm missing something there. Because Mateo can't just, like, grab it when it's near his character sprite. No, it's got to be, like, probably up to his chest, I want to say. And then he can, you know, latch on. And because that's going to... Because I know that's where those water walking shoes are. And that's going to bother the fuck out of me. Also, the other problem is because there's no save point, I'm going to be fighting a gigantic blue-looking stone golem guy.
Roses of regeneration.
There we go. Maybe it's this thing that I'm missing. Oh, come on, that's see. I'm missing something, and I don't know what, and it's bugging the shit out of me, like, even with that. Like, is it a triple jump? Am I missing a triple jump of some kind, or a wall jump? Like, what is it? And I have to go past here. Also, ad break starting in 5 minutes. I have to go past here because every other passageway is blocked off by a sinewy wall. There we go.
This This'll fix you up.
That's the other side of there. So there's 2 passageways, one to the right and one down. We're closest to this, so let's try this one. Oh, thank God. What is this? Oh, a second. Can we summon in any situation when Mateo has got enough mana? We have upgrades to our... Huh. Oh, thank God. Save. Also, what is over here? Okay, that's different. But yes, thank Christ, I've got a teleport room now. Oh man, that means if I get any upgrades, I can go back to the taxidermy office. Oh, all right, first things first. We're gonna buy some fucking potions. Because I've got so much money.
Let me know what you'd like.
Buy some of these since
Don't be
we're
a
encountering
stranger.
poison spiders. All right, there we go. Good to go. Keep going in the castle. Kitty? It is a damn shame we cannot pet the cats and dogs in this game. A damn shame. Alright, back to here. So I guess now we can actually go to the bottom passage since we've got the save room now. Fuck yeah. Oh, hello. You don't talk? Okay. Ugh. Infection. Ugh. You're nasty. In this episode of Mateo Dr. Pimple Popper. Alright, well, that was easy. Okay, so that probably got rid of all of those walls, those pustule walls that we were encountering. Still nothing? Okay. And down here is the only other open passage. So what is over here? No one has been in this part of the prison since one of the guards vanished. One day, a strange blue light appeared in one of the Iron Maidens. The guard approached it and disappeared inside. Gontran de Monan. If it's instant death potential, I gotta go save, because I do not want to lose all the progress I just did. That would suck major balls. So yeah, I guess more of this area just opened up, both this and the other side, because of the infection getting beaten back. I'm so glad I managed to go up here instead. Okay, saved. Blue light in one of the Iron Maidens. Oh, well, that's pretty obvious. Mateo's taken... Okay, I mean... Alright. Makes sense. That's fucking funny, though. Just, alright, just yoinked. Just yoinked off to another dimension. I mean, cool. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get past that, though. That was really funny, though. Alright, so ads are now happening. 3 minutes, hour of no pre-rolls. Hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. You know, if there's anything that I kind of hope about this map is that that is not the only teleport room that is in the area. I really genuinely hope so, because if that's the case, then oh boy, that's going to be a lot of travel to do. Okay, some money. I'll take it. Okay, and then there's... that left area led to a bridge, so I guess I'll just go explore wherever else those sinewy walls were blocking me, including having to go through the armory again and get to the other side of the underground jail. Okay, so it's just up and then around. But I want to go down the vertical shaft to just see if there's maybe like a room or something that might be down there that I missed. Oh! So sure enough, it was one of the queens. I do find it funny that now my fastest method of travel is just short hopping with an air dash. It's kind of like the equivalent of whenever you're playing through Ocarina of Time and the fastest method of travel on foot is like just Z targeting nothing and side hopping as Link. Or in Symphony of the Night, if you're dexterous enough with it, you can backdash a whole bunch as Alucard. And it's just, it looks really goofy, but it's so much faster. And honestly, if I was able to backdash my way through Circle of the Moon, like if I just had that kind of method of moving instead of doing that stupid double tap run, I would have really preferred that. God, that game. Like, it sucks, because Circle of the Moon had some really cool ideas, but holy shit, controlling that game felt like... Controlling that game just felt like an exercise in some really severe patience. Like, I really did not care for how that game was structured and how it controlled in particular. It was just a mess. And I still stand by that if they were to do that DSSL system, like the cards that you get to use for special attacks, it really would have been better if those were just a permanent item or thing you could just find in the world instead of having it be random drops from enemies or random finds in the castle. I genuinely did not like that about the system, because otherwise that would be a cool system to explore around and play with, but oh well. But who knows, maybe Nathan Graves could get us a second chance in a future Castlevania project, considering, again, Konami's going to want to do more Castlevania projects this year, which is... I really hope it works out. I really do, because that would be spectacular. I don't know if they'll all be really good. We'll have to wait and see, but I have faith at least in Belmont's Curse because it's being devved by the Dead Cells teams. Both the ones that made Dead Cells and the team that made the DLCs. I have nothing but a good amount of faith in that because I really like Dead Cells. I haven't played it much, but it's a very, very well-made game. And a lot of people really love that game. So, yeah, consider me excited about the idea of getting to play that. I just want to see when it will come out. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it was confirmed a little... Oh, no, I did mention it, but it was confirmed a bit ago that the Belmont that you are controlling in Belmont's Curse is, in fact, Sonia Belmont. It got confirmed, I think, by a PlayStation listing or synopsis, I think. So, yeah, and that's significant because in the Castlevania timeline, Sonia Belmont would have technically been the first Belmont, not Leon, but Sonia at some point became non-canon, and I guess they just decided to go like, oh, we'll just make her like a daughter of Sypha and Trevor. There you go, problem solved. So, yeah, it just still feels surreal to me that we're getting another Castlevania game because, you know, Castlevania hasn't been dead as a franchise, but it for certain hasn't gotten a whole lot of, like, games since Mirrors of Fate and Lords of Shadow. And we're also talking about games that were pretty much received really well across the board either. Like, I've, you know, been told that apparently Lords of Shadow and Curse of the Moon aren't as bad as how they were inflated to be back in the day, but if we're talking about like the last proper like Metroidvania Castlevania game with a Belmont that, you know, was devved pretty closely with Konami on that front, it was, you know, Order of Ecclesia. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Lords of Shadow and Mirror of Fate supposed to be some kind of like reboot of the franchise to try and break it into 3D? Or am I misremembering? Because I remember, I think like a consultant on that game was Guillermo del Toro for a lot of the creature design. You can kind of see that from some of the bits you see there. And regarding how the game looks and plays, it really does seem like they decided to go a more God of War route for the way they designed the game and have it be like, oh, here's a bunch of QuickTime events. Oh, here's like 3D environment, and you're doing a bunch of like button combinations for swings, which, you know, God of War is not the worst framework you could base your action franchise on, especially one like Castlevania. That feels like it'd be a really nice fit. You could even see that type of DNA in Curse of Darkness and Lament of Innocence. So, yeah. I feel like if there were going to be any games, though, nowadays that would feel like it'd be a good fit, honestly, if they went for a very fast-paced Souls-like type of gameplay style, if they're going to do another 3D game, I think that would fit. Like, not as slow as Dark Souls, but something akin to that kind of, like, probably Lies of P, I guess, would be the closest approximation that I could think of for a similar game feel to what I imagine a 3D Castlevania would feel like. Now, that could also be my bias talking in the fact that I would really adore something else that decides to take Lies of P's gameplay style, because I love Lies of P, but I genuinely think, like, that kind of Soulsy stamina management type of game would work for that type of environment. And in essence, that would kind of be the same thing as Order of Ecclesia in terms of how that gameplay style worked, but I don't know, Souls-likes with 2D for me don't tend to work well for me when it comes to the stamina meter style gameplay. Because that is essentially what Order of Ecclesia was. It was stamina management, except it was magic. And I think the thing about it that just kind of made me sort of not like it as much versus Portrait of Ruin was that that kind of style of game with 2D Metroidvanias always feel like you're on a constant fast pace, whereas with 3D action games like the Metroidvanias of, you know, your Lies of P, your Dark Souls, your Metroid Primes, Lords of Shadow, those feel better designed around the idea of waiting for your opportunity to strike and managing your stamina, because you have the space around you to do it. You've got a greater amount of 3D space to work with to step back, regain your stamina to wait on striking, as opposed to a 2D game where it's like you only have left or right to go, or up or down depending on the boss arena. That's why I didn't really care for it in Order of Ecclesia, because if I used up all of my MP to do particularly strong strikes, and if I'm fighting that stupid Eligor fight, I don't have many directions I can go to back off and regain my MP. And I know MP regen in that game is pretty quick, but any second there meant I could have biffed it, you know? So, yeah. I just think this might be another way for a potential good attempt at a 3D Castlevania. I just don't know whether or not that would star at Belmont or not. I'm unfortunately not on any kind of, like, board deciding that yet, or ever, but I don't know, like, I feel like if they took another crack at Castlevania, something within the timeline, obviously people want that 1999, like the Battle of 1999 game. But if I were to imagine how people would want that game to be, I feel like they would want that to be a 2D Metroidvania. I don't know if people would want the Battle of 1999 to be a full, like, 3D style, Soulsy type of gameplay style. I think people have just attached themselves too much to how Julius controlled in his modes in the Soma games to, you know, want to try him in that more slow, methodical style. So I feel like if they were going to do that kind of Souls-like style gameplay, that'd be better suited for a all-new protagonist that, you know, could be a Belmont, could not be a Belmont. So, yeah. Or if they remade the PS2 and Nintendo 64 games. Like, I understand remakes, you know, we've been getting remakes out of the woodwork. Some good, some not so good. But I think giving another shot to those particular entries, Lament of Innocence, Curse of Darkness, Castlevania 64, and... what was the other one? Hold on. I know there's Castlevania 64. What was the other one called? Legacy of Darkness. Jesus Christ! I saw reason 2 why another crack at those would be a good idea. So, on top of those games potentially needing another redo so that they could be updated with, you know, different graphics and potentially smoother gameplay since it wouldn't be on an N64 controller anymore, I am looking at copies of Castlevania 64 and Legacy of Darkness, and I am seeing some price ranges that could pay my rent for the month or pay for a grocery run, or like the next few grocery runs for me. Like, I just saw a fucking Legacy of Darkness listing on eBay for $5,000. Fucking what? All right, well, in any case, we're gonna be continuing here. So all I really have here is the Grand Lift. That's the only other unexplored area, but the sinew walls are gone, so that's where a big mind potion was. Yeah, like that's something, like as much as I don't like the NSO, I'd much rather buy the games and just have them on the console instead of have them be dependent on a subscription. I do like that some of the classic GameCube library is more readily available for people to get without having to break the bank, or, you know, if they're not a PC gamer, they don't sail the 7 seas. And recently, Pokemon Gale of Darkness was added onto the NSO, finally, and people can now experience the glory that is Myra B, or Mirror B. Myra. They get to hear his battle theme, which I think is one of the funkiest that's ever been put out in a Pokemon game. And, you know, warts and all, I really love Pokemon Gale of Darkness. And I always refer to it as Gale of Darkness because the internet has fucking ruined the full title of that game. It's fully ruined it. Okay, so I did come up here before. It was just money to grab. I mean, what am I missing? There's a thing above the entrance, or near the entrance, that I haven't gotten. So let's go try and loop back there. But yeah, I'd also understand, like, if they would prefer just to have the games full-on ported instead of just remade or remastered, because remakes and remasters are just all over the place right now. And it'd be good to get something new, and I agree with that notion. Although, a funny shadow drop that happened a bit ago that kind of threw me and a lot of other people for a loop. Do y'all remember the game Bravely Default? That 3DS game that was devved by Square that got a few games and was pretty nicely successful and had a cool little story premise and made use of the 3DS's like camera gimmicks and AR features. Well, they shadow dropped Bravely Default for Steam. Square Enix just put Bravely Default on Steam out of nowhere. Like I and a lot of other people just was like literally next to no fanfare, they just dropped Bravely Default on Steam. And I'm like, what the fuck? And now I'm just kind of side-eyeing Sega, being like, hey Sega, you know it'd be kind of rad for you to do if you just kind of shadow dropped Skies of Arcadia Legends on Steam. You know, just as a goof. You know, just kind of show up Square Enix a little bit on that. Come on. You know, Nintendo once shadow dropped Metroid Prime Remaster. Square Enix shadow dropped Bravely Default on Steam. Once, you know, just wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just saying. Man, poor Metroid. Like, I have to... Like, Metroid fans get, like... They get Metroid Dread, which is considered one of the best entries in the series. And is, like, the first non-2D... Or the first 2D Metroid game since Fusion. And, you know, that kind of reinvigorated people with Metroid being like, oh yeah, Metroid's fucking back. And then Metroid Prime 4 comes out, which is one of the most polarizing entries in the entire series, to my knowledge. I don't know if there's any other... Well, there was... what was it called again? The 3DS game that was, like, not what people want. Metroid Prime Federation Force. Force? Metroid Prime Federation Force. Yeah, that was another entry where it was like, could have been a fun game if it was literally anything but a Metroid game. So, yeah. Okay, so there's a thing up here that I'm missing. I see, so I have to fall to the top there from somewhere. Which I think is what has to do with this little corner here next to the boss room that I'm missing. And what, I've got 3 of the 4 queens? Yeah. So, I'm missing the 4th queen and I have no idea where she is. Oh, come on, that's just mean. No, I can't do that. Come on. That's just fucking mean. Yeah, I genuinely think I might be missing some kind of upgrade. I don't know what I'm missing. Because the only other areas in this overworld that I can't explore are the water ones. Unless, like, I'm supposed to power through being underwater, which... if it was just the water that itself that I had to deal with, fine, but it's not. It's the water and the enemies in the water. At the Grand Lift, I'm missing... I can't get to the other side of any of the other switches in there for the Grand Lift, so that's a no. There's an Iron Maiden that leads me to another fucking dimension over in the bottom, which is funny, but that's an insta-death. That vertical shaft near the underground jail has those skull platforms. I don't know what to do with those yet either. I am missing something vital, and it's either something that gives me a higher jump, or it's the water walking shoes. Maybe I need to go back to the swamp? Because then there's a switch on the other side of there, but I can't get to that. And that probably is because it leads up from the underground jail with that rope over there that I can't reach. Yeah. I can try and go to the underground jail to see if there's anything... There's gotta be something behind the sinew walls in the underground jail that I must have missed. Like... because there was a big gemstone thing that, I just don't have the jumping height for. Sorry, I'm kind of lost. It's just, again, this is my first playthrough of this game, so I'm kind of figuring things out right now with my progress. No, there'd be a specific flooring that I need to break. maybe I have to somehow get past the dimensional Iron Maiden? Maybe that's the key? I have no idea. Because that leads to the rope that I can't climb. And I don't doubt that there's some kind of detail that I must have missed when on my way through everything. Like, but if there is, then maybe I doubt it was like talking to an NPC or something that does it, because I don't know what it would accomplish, because I feel like, yeah. That is bizarre that that room does not have a breakable wall. That feels like it'd be perfect for that. Alright, I'm gonna save and see if whether or not I can pass by that door without any issue.
I'll heal you.
Let's go save over here real quick. Save. And that bridge didn't really have anything either. It gave me the fireball upgrade, but that didn't really yield anything for me. Yeah, nothing. Fucking, alright, cool. But nothing. That doesn't do anything either. I am close to a level up, though. And that's where we fought the infection boss. And this guy's just kind of here. He's not talking to us. There's also that ghost lady at the start, but I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do there. Okay, no, it does not look like I'll be able to pass through there. Yeah. I'm gonna try something. If I go back to that town where the seer lady was like telling me about the apostles, I'm gonna see if she's got anything new to say about me fighting and killing the beast. Plus side, I am getting a lot of money, so if I ever need to replenish on potions, I know exactly what I can do. Like, I've got more than enough to afford it. Do you have anything new to say? Your only hope? No, okay, nothing.
What can I help you with? I hope to see you again.
Doesn't hurt to stock up.
Good to see a young warrior in the shop. Stop back anytime.
The hunting knife's not going to be good versus the warhammer, but hey, I mean, it's completion of all the stuff to find, you know? Why not? Alright, I'm going to just try the swamp. Because I genuinely don't know what I'm missing. Because I'm missing something that gives me more aerial capabilities, and I'm missing something that lets me like either run or swim. Alright, upgrade. Okay, Orbs Max, I'll take that. Okay, that was it. It was just some health and orb upgrades. Well, I mean, that was worth it. You know, you get some healing, get some more health. Fuck yeah, I'll take it. Just, all right. Dang it. Thought they'd have something else. well, I guess the only other water area to try is the lake. And if that doesn't work, then I am well and truly out of ideas at that point. Like, I'm sorry, but because, like, the problem is they're just, like, those ledges and shit are just out of reach, and there's still areas in this side of the map that I have yet to, like, the non-castle map that I have yet to even fully explore. So, yeah, I think I'm a bit lost on this one. No fall damage. Alright. So next we teleport there, and then I'm gonna see about trying for the lake and those other underwater sections there. Just to see. Yeah. I'm just floundering at this point, folks.
Hello, sir. Good luck.
Welcome, handsome traveler. Please come and
We've
see
already
me
got the
again.
map for Northern Chevaudin, because I don't even have all of the maps that reveal where to, like, what's where, either. So yeah, the entirety of the inn situation is fucked, because the innkeeper's son was really the beast, and his dad was an apostle, and just a whole bunch of people ended up being part of this whole beast situation. Alright. Go here. I'm gonna not go to the lake. I'm gonna try the other area to the right that I'm definitely gonna need some kind of boots for. Alright. I'm gonna check. I think I can get great potions here, right?
It's a pleasure to see you.
Life potions, I meant, not high.
Don't
Great
be a
potions are
stranger.
different. No.
Good to see some young blood in here. Give 'em hell, lad.
Alright. Get up here. The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
I'll heal you.
Oh, I have weakened. Okay. Well, yeah. Fuck it. I'm looking it up. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do in that front. Looks like I'm looking at Steam forums to try and figure out what the fuck I'm doing, and yeah, it looks like it seems like a lot of people are kind of finding that this game's a little, like, the intentional archaicness of it is kind of rubbing some people the wrong way. I'm gonna try again for the double jump on there, but I think I'm really stuck. Really and truly stuck. Because in the castle, I literally only have to... I just have some areas that are just too short for me to hop up to. And I need 4 of the queens in order to... the queen busts to get... I just need 4 of them to get through that one wall. But unfortunately, some of these other areas are just, like, just shy on me to be able to jump up. And I'm really confused as to what I'm doing wrong here. And that's, like, judging from what I just read on some of the Steam forums, it seems like that's not a uncommon sentiment with this game, is that it's good, it's got a lot of cool ideas, and it's a very nicely made game. But unfortunately, due to the intentional retro feel, it's kind of making it a little cryptic to try and progress. Which is bizarre, because besides this problem, I had a very smooth adventure going through here. Again, that's kind of what happens. Like, you can go for the intentional retro feel, but, you know, if you go too far with it, you risk potential, like, alienation of some players and frustrating them, because it's like... Consider, like, I have gaps in the map that I don't know how I'm supposed to find the answers to. And I'm also clearly missing some upgrades that are supposed to help me progress, but I have no fucking idea where to go next for those. And I can't, this is the rope that I'm talking about, and I cannot reach that. I have to come back to those castle areas later. I have no other options on that front. I at least have a teleport room, so getting back there won't be as much of a trudge. Was there anywhere? I know there's the lake. I guess I'll try the lake. Wait, there's something near that save point. I think that's another water area. Like, I did my best to glaze over any other spoilers that were potentially there. I just needed some direction to point in, or to be pointed towards, rather, to find either a water breathing, water walking, or like a slightly higher jump. Like, that's really all I need. Because if one of those things is given to me, then everything else will just fall over like dominoes. Kind of, like... But the problem is the game's being really stubborn about letting me be clued in on that. Because those NPCs in the castle just give me ellipses. They don't say anything. Gotta imagine how anticlimactic this might be, though, for everybody. It's like, oh, this young knight has defeated the beast and is now storming the castle that is the source of all of this malice within the realm of France. And it's not just France, it really is some evil bullshit. Oh, Sir Knight. Oh, brave young warrior. Please free us from this horror. And he goes, give me a second, I need like a higher jump or something, and then just leaves the castle and kind of fucks around in the world for a bit longer. like, at the end of the day, I would recommend this game to somebody if they're looking for an older style Metroidvania, but only if they're comfortable with something that goes really far into the old direction, and you just might need to really either pay attention to what NPCs are saying or have a guide up. But the problem is there aren't really that many guides for this game. Like, because all the NPCs are just kind of saying the same shit, of being like, this house is abandoned, Lady Carmine Theater, change my clothes, but the tailor's been dead for a while. Lady Carline Performance, I can't pet the cats. And there's dead people, and there was a slaughter here in the thing. Yeah. Yeah, and she's talking about the 6 apostles. This guy gave me his gun, which ended up being very useless. Well, a bit useless in the castle. This guy's talking about the evil cat in the abandoned lodge that you can go to, which, I mean, I definitely went there. I forgot to... Oh, well.
I'll heal you.
I'm dead. Oh, great, I didn't... Alright, there's like one square there that I didn't get, but that's also because it was a water area that I don't think really holds anything. Well, I'm gonna go teleport back to that town so I can at least buy some higher grade potions. Because I've got a lot of, like, I've got money. I've got the money for it. I'm just on the confused scale of things. Alright. Over to here.
It's a pleasure to see you. Don't be a stranger.
Also, ad break starting in 5 minutes. Heads up. Vampire in this town. Hope it's not true. Well, we fought the vampire. Me staying in the... Beautiful but mysterious lady in red seems to be staying in the Legoge's house. To the Dark Quartet? Wait, what? Hold on. Lady in red? Not here. Wait a second. Could that point me to something? Lady in red. Well, there's only 2 fancy houses here in the town for that. You're just talking about who you want to marry. Lady in red? What time of day is this guy talking about? Not that. It's the vampire. Is this guy? Daughter disappeared from birth. Member of nobility. Okay, we get that. What's your deal, dude? Alright, cool. You are here. Where'd that NPC go that told me that little tidbit? Was it? That's the beast posters. Lady in red seems to be staying in... Oh! Wait! That's just straight up a Bloodstained boss. Is that a fucking reference to... No, that is the... Hold on. Come on, we'll remember how to spell Bloodstained. Bloodless. Where is she? Yeah, that is just straight up Bloodless from Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Wow. Alright, I guess they just intentionally put her in this game?
Don't be shy. Come closer.
No. I'm gonna go save so I don't have to do all that again. Okay, so I was mistaken. It is that house. The house the other vampire was in. Oh my god. Okay, I did not expect her to be a boss fight in this game. I don't think she's my point of progress, but I mean, cool. All right, well in that case, maybe try again.
Don't be shy. I'll drain.
Yeah, game over. What did I do to have the vampire just attack me last time? I don't... Because the first time that I went there, I just walked in, and he bit me and it game overed me. Second time I walked in, after I'd done a bunch of bumbling around, he fought me, just outright.
Don't be shy. I'll drain.
Okay, so I guess that's not happening. Interesting that she's there as a cameo. That's really fun. But the ad break's about to start in 10 seconds, so we're going to go into ads. So get yourself hydrated, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Okay. So, fighting Bloodless is not going to happen at all. She just will insta-kill me unless I come back later. Where else on the map could I attempt to go? Because in the castle, literally all that I have... I've explored every nook and cranny. And I only have 3 of the 4 queens statue busts to put on the... I mean, there's a bit of environment up there that I haven't gotten to. Maybe I could try that. I'm truly trying to scrape as hard as I can to figure out some direction to go through. It is cool that Bloodless is a cameo in this game, though. and that puts me in a pretty excited mood for Bloodstained Scarlet something or other. I forget the exact name of it, but yeah, I mean, that's exciting that we're getting... We're not just getting a Bloodstained sequel, we're getting a fucking new Castlevania game. Like, this year is a good year for Metroidvania fans. I mean, we're getting Mariachi Legends at some point this year, too. Oh, no, I shouldn't say at some point. They actually put out a release window because Future Games Show happened a while ago, and Mariachi Legends was one of the featured games. And in the wake of that, they said Q2 2026. So what that could mean is Q2, I think, is like late summer, I want to say. Like, so probably like, or maybe like middle of summer. So it looks like potentially around summer of this year we'll get the game, which I'm really, really excited for. I really want to play that one. That one, like that, Grave Seasons, and now the new Castlevania, Christ, among a few other games that are coming out this year. There's a lot of games, a lot of really cool games coming out that I'm really excited for. I don't have the time to play them all. I still have, like, I only just now finally finished Chained Echoes, which was a really good game. Like, because that's another thing, chat. So, one game that I've been chipping away at for the course of, like, Jesus, I want to say like 3 years, was Chained Echoes, which is a JRPG, indie JRPG that released back in 2022. I got it shortly after it came out because I wanted to play a game to play while I was with my dad over in Sweden. And I really liked it. I like it a lot, and I just had chipped away at it a lot. Like, I hadn't really played too much of it, but I finally finished it. And in no uncertain terms, I will say that is one of the best indie JRPGs I've played. It is so good. It has a really cool combat system, and the characters are really great. The pixel art is fucking stellar, and the music's great, and the story's really good. Like deeply political in parts too. And I'm like, shit, this is a really good game. So if you're looking for a really good indie JRPG to sink your teeth into, and it's not that long, I think, either. And plus, there's no random encounters in it, so that's a plus for people. I know random encounters are kind of a crucifix to people that want to try JRPGs, but just find the abundance of encounters a bit cumbersome. And you don't necessarily level up in Chained Echoes. Instead of leveling up, what you do is that you acquire skills that progressively buff your character passively, or you gain skills with your weapons and magic abilities, depending on the character. So, yeah, you don't really get levels in Chained Echoes. And the other thing is, there are healing items, and you use them in battle, but after every battle, you heal fully. Like, you do not really... The game's pretty quickly paced. The only thing that I'll say is just, if you ever do play it, don't do what I did and chip away at it over the course of 3 years, because you're bound to forget a lot of details, and it's a world that does not deserve the forgetful ass that I am, because it has a lot of cool ideas with its story, and the idea of it is like, it's this continent that had been in a generations-long conflict that found some level of a peaceful resolution, but some of the inhabitants of this continent are like, no, we don't want a peaceful resolution. You can't just say, like, after a devastating war like this, you can't just, clap your hands and say, all right, we're done, So it's just kind of like rumblings of conflict that are truly not forgiven. How the fuck do I get up this thing? I'm gonna equip the axe again. to see if I can get up to that platform. And I think I'll probably be live for maybe another 20, 30 minutes or so, because frankly, I think I've reached a point right now in the game where I am genuinely lost on what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like, I genuinely have no fucking idea. Okay, that didn't do anything. If I swing again, it'll kill me. Those other passageways are blocked by a door that need a lever to unlock them, and I can't get to those. I'll try and visit the Queen's statue room again, but I doubt that's the solution. So I was looking to try maybe that itty-bitty corner up there. But I also wanted to take a look at the Queen's statue room, just to see. I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, excuse me. That was my neck. I mean, if nothing else, I'm gaining 100,000 experience. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, I am gaining a lot of experience. 4 queens must rescue. Yeah, figured. And I have 3 out of 4, but I don't know where that 4th one is. I have a feeling maybe it's past that Iron Maiden. Or... Man, alright. Actually, wait, no, that little bit of the map is probably... You don't speak. Yeah, I think it's just empty air above the stairs that I'm missing on that one. Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm genuinely stumped on my progress here. That's bizarre because I was having a pretty smooth experience, and I'm just now like, which upgrade am I needing? Am I needing the water breathing or water walking upgrade? Do I need an extra jump? Do I need, like, which one of these is my next point here? Because I also don't know where else on the map I'm supposed to go. Aside, like, there's this one spot just above the other castle that's over there that I just cannot get to. I don't know how to get to it. Because there's the graveyard. We got the silver key from that one boss, and we got down here, then we got down to the underground jail. Then there's, or the cursed armory, rather. Then there's that one room that I do think I need some kind of, like, third jump or some kind of aerial thing. Or some kind of super jump, frankly, because there's some vertical shafts here that I could really use a super jump for. The issue is that looks like it's just above the entrance to the castle where we fought the guy near the swamp. But I'm confused on that. Like, that's the thing. I'm just confused about what my next point of progress is, because I fought some bosses in here and they're dead now, and I cleared out the infection, but yeah, this would be a point where I would allow backseating, like, if I'm being honest. Like, I would welcome some kind of direction as to where I'm supposed to go next, because yeah, I'm lost on this. I'm stumped. I've hit my roadblock, I think. And I may have to risk spoiling myself to actually figure out where I'm going next. Yeah, sometimes you just run into one of those kinds of games. And this game's fun, it's just, this is one of those issues I'm running into where it's like, there's only so far back you really should go in terms of retro design, you know? Like, you don't see Shovel Knight bringing back the live system. Like, that's the best comparison that I could ever really make right now. Like, I understand wanting to invoke a retro feel, but there's some things that really could always use a nice modern sensibility. Like, not even having a map legend either, or markers of some kind. Like, you've got little areas here with their names, and you've got the indications for transport and save rooms, which is good, but I don't know. Maybe I'm spoiled by games like Ender Lilies or Ender Lilies and Magnolia, or yeah. Because the issue is that free the queen, and that's what freed the green queen statue. And then you fought these guys, or you fight these guys rather. And that well is just a straight chute down to the bottom there. And that leads then to that bridge. And that bridge leads to the save point and transport room. And that transport room leads close to where we fought the infection. We cleared the infection out. Yeah, I think I've hit a roadblock. I think I've hit a roadblock, and I'm not going to be able to progress unless I actually look something up. We've made a lot of progress, though. Like, I hate to end it this early, but genuinely, chat, I am fucking stumped. I have no goddamn clue what my next option is. Because the next big event that I could even think of trying is Bloodless, but I don't even know how I'm supposed to start a fight with her. So, I think I should come back to this with a refreshed brain and maybe with some extra bits of knowledge from ye old internet to figure out my next course of action. And I hate to say that I'm frustrated, because otherwise this game's been a very fun experience, and it's been very smooth. It's just, I've reached this point now where I'm like, now what? Like, I've killed the beast, and I've unlocked the castle because I got the 6 apostles, and now this castle's shown up, and now there's clearly points where I need some kind of longer, or like higher jump or something, but I don't know where I would even find that. And then there's still some areas in the map that I've yet to even fully explore, like all these goddamn water areas that I can't breathe under. Like, I only managed to power level through, or not power level, like damage boost myself through the water section that I got those orb and health upgrades in, because, as I said, I had enough potions and healing to damage boost myself through that whole thing. So, yeah. So what I'm going to plan on is looking up some details on how I'm supposed to progress at this point, because I am very lost. For VOD watchers on YouTube, if y'all got any pointers on where I'm supposed to go next, please sound them off. Like, I will welcome it at this point, just so I'll know where to go next. Like, not a whole, like, big walkthrough, just like some kind of general information on a direction to go to. That will be enough for me. But, in any case, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm sorry again for taking the break when I did. It's just, you got to put your family first. Family emergency and everything. So hopefully things should be smoother. If, you know, I have to ever cancel or anything, I usually post about it on my socials. So like on my YouTube and my Blue Sky. So please go follow me on those to get a idea of when I'm either live next or canceling or rescheduling some things, so just keep an eye out on that front. Besides that, stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, be good out there, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.